Good morning, everyone. My name is Derek Warnick, and the man whose picture you see currently up on the screen is my father, Don Warnick, one of the most stubborn individuals you will ever meet, and a man who absolutely refused to let the words, "I can't," be used in his household. Used to drive my sister and I a little bit crazy with it, but we learned to understand why he did it. This is a man who grew up on a small farm in southern Delaware where saying, "I can't," just wasn't something you did. When one of the tractors broke down, you didn't say, "I can't." You went out and you fixed it yourself. When the electric in the old farmhouse needed to be rewired, you didn't say, "I can't." You went out and you rewired it yourself. And when you get told at 8 years old that your aunt's cornfield needs to be plowed and that it's not going to plow itself, you didn't say, "I can't." You hopped on the tractor and you plowed it. That sort of do-it-yourself mentality is carried down to me, though sadly not in the more practical areas of everyday life. In all honesty, if I have to do much more than change a tire or a light bulb, I'm at a bit of a loss. But when we're talking about CME and the use of technology, that's when my DIY genes start to kick in. I've been fortunate in my career in CME to have worked for a few organizations where contracting out difficult or complicated tasks, especially those related to technology, wasn't always an option. This, though, provided me with a great opportunity to learn how to do a few things on my own without the assistance of an outside vendor or IT company. It also helped me to realize not only just how expensive it is to put together a CME program, but also that it doesn't have to be that way if you don't want it to be. And that's what I hope you can take away from this and many of the other different sessions in the technology track. That given all of the advancements in technology, you have fewer and fewer reasons to say, "I can't," when it comes to creating CE or doing other projects in your office, no matter how small your organization. Here's a quick example of what I'm talking about. I can remember spending hours putting together these little how-to demos using screenshots of my desktop and pasting them into Word with text descriptions. They did the job, but they were both time and labor intensive. Now, though, I can use one of my favorite new tools, Screener, which you just know must be cutting edge by the way it's spelled, to take a screen capture video of my desktop and create an even more effective how-to demo in a fraction of the time. Screener is really simple to use, and you can create up to a 5-minute screencast for the low price of $0. But let's talk about something a little more complex. How about a virtual conference where you can have a panel of speakers from across the globe and streaming video that allows anyone with an internet connection to watch and participate in Q&A? And how about if that streaming video can then be automatically archived to create an enduring internet activity? And to top it off, how about if the technology that allows you to do this is also completely free? That is the capability provided by Google Hangouts, specifically the Hangouts on Air feature, which, in my opinion, has been vastly underutilized as an educational tool. But let's take this idea one step farther and bring something like WordPress into the picture. Many of you probably know WordPress is just a blogging platform, but it can actually be utilized for much more than just that. Say that you're a small organization that can't afford the expense of your own learning management system. You can use WordPress to create sort of your own mini LMS. You can take that Google Hangout video that is now archived in YouTube, embed it on your WordPress site, and then add one of the survey modules available to WordPress users that will allow you to create a post-test, evaluation, and customized certificate. You can create a full online CME activity with little to no coding experience. And I know this because I've done it. It's really not that hard. The cost of the WordPress site and the survey module set you back about $100. So no, it's not free, but it's pretty darn cheap when you consider the alternatives. So when I look at all of the tools that are now available to us as educators, I truly believe that we are running out of excuses for saying, "I can't." If there is something you want to do, there is most likely a tool out there that will help you to do it cheaply and effectively. In 5 minutes, I have told you about 3 of them. And you're going to hear about even more over the next few days through the sessions during the technology track. I encourage you to find a tool that fills a need for you, learn more about it, and give it a try. As my dad would say, never say "I can't." You can. You just need to figure out